born in 1960, bless him. What a star. Welcome back. Claire and Sebastian are with us. Later, it's a lively old show. Later, it's the papers and everything else we need to talk about, including the young people who are struggling to read clocks. So now I'd love your calls on this. Are toupees taboo, or are they rather tasteful? 0207 862 2222 is the number. Tell us what you think. Baldness affects millions of us, with up to half showing signs of hair loss by the age of 50, but not Sebastian. What age are you, my friend?
I'm 34 years old.
You're going to keep that, I would say, for... That is an amazing hair, and that is not a hair system.
This is the real deal, as shaped by the brilliant Justine in our makeup department here.
It's shaped is the word.
Every day I have it, I'm grateful.
I've got such hair envy. Look at mine is just, I'm a 60-year-old guy. I've got some hair, but not enough. Some turn to shampoos, creams, or even surgery. I had some guys painting my house, so I could hear them talking outside. I thought this must be about the actual building work. I listened and they're going, we're keeping it under constant review. And I thought, he's talking about his hair. Someone said, you're losing a bit of your hair, Mike. And he says, I'm keeping it under constant review. Having a serious, this is what men do. We talk about our hair.
Real men. Real men go to war.
Yeah, but they don't, but they can wear a hair system at war. So that's what they're called now as well, by the way. So it's gaining popularity. Sales have jumped 43% last year, helped by social media. And people saying, look at this, isn't it great? So what this guy's got, look at this. He's shaved his head. The bald patch is now very bald. But he's going to have it glued, and he will have this procedure. And once it's glued on, it stays on for a good long time. And look how much younger he looks now once it's on. You're going to see the climax here. This guy now looks, look at that. So we're joined by hair loss specialist Fabian and Nikki. Great to see you. You've been waiting around today, and I can't wait to meet you. I'm going to sit here, and you're going to tell me what you could do for somebody like me who needs to be extended, frankly.
Right. Well, you've got quite a lot more hair than you think you have.
I don't think I have.
Yeah. We've got one ready for you, more or less. This is on clips, though, which is not the best way of attaching it.
No, I appreciate that.
Yes.
So normally would you shave me and glue it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you would take the top off and then...
Yeah. Using hypoallergenic
And I
glue.
did say to the producer, I'd rather not be glued because
Yes.
I've got things to do today.
Yeah, exactly.
But go on, let's see you do this. And you've obviously given it some thoughts.
Yes. We've already sort of
Nikki, tell me about the wig. What's in the wig? Is it real hair?
Yes, it's real hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did they die? Or
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
it's not from a dead
I can't tell you who it's from.
no.
Sorry.
Okay, but you take it from somebody who's got a lot of hair.
So on our website, we actually have a section called Hair Harvest. People can donate their hair, and we make systems with it, and we pay them for it.
Oh,
really.
that's great.
Yeah. And we work with a lot of charities as well, with Alopecia UK and so forth. We've been doing this for 60 years. Adorance has been around for 60 years now.
You look so young.
Yeah. This is not going to look right because it's not for him.
No,
right?
but listen, it's the closest we can get.
We'll make it for you, don't worry.
Believe me, when you see this, you're going to say, Jeremy now looks
like
40.
Boris Johnson. Yeah.
No, that's all right. I love it. What I love is that it's real hair on my head.
Yeah.
And it's already stylish. So you're clipping, the clips are not visible, which is good. Did you cut some of this earlier, by the way?
Yeah.
Because I saw it earlier, it looked a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So you've actually cut it for me.
Yeah.
Nikki, what's the thought about cutting the hairpiece?
It depends on the person, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
their lifestyle, how old they are, what they like to do.
Can you ever have too much hair?
Of course.
So if I start to look like this, do you worry that people say that's not his hair? How do you get around that?
100%.
Yeah, but
So what's the way of getting around that?
the thing is with these is that they take a little while to settle as well, so you need to wear them in for a little bit.
Okay.
It's
What
hard
settle
to-
as in like breakfast cereal where it just sits deeper in the pack,
Takes
right?
the shape of your head.
Yeah.
essentially.
Really?
Yeah.
Will it? So after a couple of hours, it'll sit a bit flatter.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering about a cycle helmet. What happens when you've got customers, it's glued on, and they have to wear a hat for construction work or a cycle helmet?
Oh, not a problem at all. You can shower, you can go to the gym. The glues are very strong. In fact, when we remove it, we actually have to clip the glue off.
So, and how long would it normally work if it's glued?
4 weeks.
Every
4
So you sleep
weeks?
with it. You do everything with it. Yeah.
Now, this is not one of their customers, but we're going to see this boxer who you will have seen, this guy.
Yeah.
And I think he says that he went into the ring a bit unprepared here. So he
100%.
he bought this thing, and I think he glued it on with normal glue or something. And then, of course, at some point, the guy possibly had spotted the hair system, and he goes for it and takes it off his head.
Yeah.
In fact, it's coming off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's it's flapping up. Look at that. That's not one of your customers.
Not that glued on properly, really.
What would you suggest? Oh, look at that, though.
Yeah.
What would you suggest with that?
Well, a different glue, for sure. We need to do glue tests normally, right? We need to find out what glue works best with your scalp. So and also that you're not allergic to it, all this sort of stuff. But yeah, it didn't look like it was attached properly.
Claire says I couldn't fight a war in this. I think I would suggest to you that I could very much fight a war in this.
A fashion war. That's
What do you think, though? So if you saw me in this, you wouldn't say that's a hairpiece. You'd say, hello, Jeremy. You wouldn't be rude to me, would you?
No, I wouldn't be rude to you. I wouldn't disrespect the fact
But would you not?
Clearly got a hair system on top of your head.
Yeah, he's not the right client, let's say.
Do you have one?
This is actually a hair transplant.
Right, okay.
So hair systems are not for everyone, really. For myself, I only needed the hairline doing.
Right.
So just a little touch-up, really.
Are you serious?
Yeah. This is all transplanted, And SMP, which is a tattooing technique.
Oh.
Basically,
Just dots.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nikki? I think I could style this out. Sebastian?
Yeah, it looks great.
definitely.
What's the key to wearing a hairpiece successfully?
Low
Confidence?
maintenance.
Low maintenance.
Yeah.
Do not try and get this perfect style with a perfect part in all of
Yeah.
Keep it messy, keep it natural.
I see it's nice, but you've sprayed it. That's great.
Yeah, it's just
If I have this on for 4 weeks, by week 4, is it starting to be unstable and move around?
a little bit, because your hair's growing underneath.
Yeah.
So it would be pushing it up slightly.
And so I'd come and see you, you'd re-glue it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the glue doesn't damage your skin.
Nope, it's all surface.
Well, thank you. Listen, I'm going to just sit. Thank you,
going to
Nikki
keep
and
it on?
Fabian. Absolutely. I'll take it off in the break. Do you mind waiting there? We'll hear our callers.
Sure.
Let's see who have we got on the phone. 0207 862 2222. Sebastian, you don't need to worry about this.
But one day I will. One day I will. And I think I'll go for the whole thing. I'll get on the first flight to Turkey, get the transplant done, get on with my life.
Well, why do you
Sebastian.
think more people are doing this as opposed to transplants?
Well, transplants are not always a solution. We have to take a donor hair from the back. So if you don't have a good donor area or you've lost too much, it's not going to look great. Transplants are there to cover bald areas. They're not there to give you thickness, basically.
Have a look at this. Someone's got 2 pictures of me. One now, and that looks good. Nikki, you've done a great... Oh, there's me with my hair when I was very intense. I think I was probably 30. I don't know what that's breakfast news I was working on. We've got some pictures of people back in the day in the 70s when they would have called them toupees. Mm-hmm. So they've obviously gone way beyond that with our friends here. But have a look. Reginald Bosanquet is a very famous newsreader of ITN, was here for at least 30 years, a very great man. And that, in those days, you could wear something like that, almost like a hat, and nobody would complain. It was accepted. Yeah. I think we might have, who we got now? Bing Crosby, we think. I don't know that he's wearing a toupee there, is he? Wait, what do you think, guys? You're experts. On the right?
I wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't think
No,
so.
I don't think that's a picture of Bing Crosby in a toupee.
Not
all
back
right,
then.
well, they were good photos. So you don't like this at all. But men don't want to go bald, right?
Why not?
Because
Embrace your age. Embrace life.
the Daily Mail has got a new... The Daily Mail had a story...
far too
The Daily Mail had a
focused
story
on the way
last
people
week
look.
saying, my husband went bald, so I divorced him. It seemed extreme. Then today they've got, after 40 blissful years, my husband's had a stroke, so I divorced. It's obviously some sort of part of a series, But yes, you do worry. Your wife might just go off you.
Well, that's ridiculous. One wife would not go off her husband due to lack of follicles thereof.
Well, listen, I want to thank
She's more
you.
likely to go off you for wearing that.
Well, let's not disrespect Fabian and
not.
Nikki. I think you've done brilliantly here.
Thank
They're
you.
up
But
against
this is not what it's supposed to look like either, right?
No.
So we normally take a mold of your head. We take a sample. We
There's a
make
lot of work that
exactly
goes into it.
your head shape.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They are at the top of their trade. Fabian and Nikki, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
And it's
having
been
us.
a pleasure to
you.
wear this, and I'm going to leave the building in it. After the break... No, I'm not, because I have to wear a cycle helmet, and
Gotta pay for
it's
it.
only clear. Yeah. How much should it be, actually? Yeah.
Well, because it's virgin hair, about 2,000.
Wow!
Yeah.
My goodness me.
Yeah.
After the break, it's the papers and everything else, and pick me off the floor for that. I think I'm going to return this in the break. Find out what happened to the presenter who got trapped in an enormous pothole. I'm just trying to get... There we go. We'll see you very shortly.